everyone, it's Dashabella and welcome back to Star Equestrian. So I am $300 poorer because of you guys, or at least some of you guys. If you're watching and you contributed to our like goal in the previous Pegasus video, this video is your fault, but it's also what you want. So I have to give you guys what you want. If you're out of the loop, so in my previous video for Star Equestrian, not the last one, but the last one before that, where we looked at the Pegasus, the brand new horse to come to Star Equestrian, I put out a quest for the community, and I stupidly said if we get 100 likes, we will get a Pegasus. And in less than 2 days, we got 100 likes. Yep, we got 100 likes. So here I am making the Pegasus video, and at the same time, I am also $300 poorer doing this as well. Quick disclaimer, because I think this is a very important message I want to get out there before we continue on with our Pegasus draw and hopefully analysis. So firstly, I am in no way encouraging anybody that is watching this video. I am not encouraging anybody to spend $300 on Star Equestrian. In fact, I'm kind of hoping I'm doing the opposite for you guys, because sometimes I feel with games like not just Star Equestrian, but a lot of mobile games that feature a lot of microtransactions, sometimes we don't realize the damage these games can do until after somebody has shown you what the experience is like. $300 is no joke. I think this has to be the most amount of money I have spent in my entire life for a single transaction. Now, the thing is, these gems, technically there were 3 transactions because like they were $100 packs, but at the end of the day, what we're doing here is one single transaction, which is this 10 Pegasus pull. I do not believe this is something you should ever feel pressured to do. If you do not have the money, please don't ever feel like you're missing out. As somebody that actually had the $300 to spend this month, like I had this money, I was ready to spend this. That's the reason why I did the whole light goal to begin with. I am doing this for you guys. I want you guys to see the Pegasus. You're going to be able to experience them with me, but at the same time, I'm kind of hoping I can show you guys why these $300 that I spent is not worth it for the average person. If someone's watching this video and you're very wealthy, you're rich, you have this money to spend, be my guest. You are not the person I'm talking to for this video. It's more for the people out there that feel they have to have these expensive things even though you don't have that money to spend. Okay, please don't ever feel that way. It's how a lot of these companies try to convince you to spend your money. Because in the grand scheme of things, and hopefully this helps you make your decision on whether you do spend money on Star Equestrian, in the grand scheme of things with video games like Star Equestrian and even Star Stable Online, there will come the inevitable reality that these games will one day shut down. They will disappear, and everything that you own in those games will also disappear. So if you ever feel the need to spend an absurd amount of money on anything when it comes to these video games, I want you to keep that in the back of your mind. Am I prepared to lose this thing that I want to buy in the future? And I'm hoping I can scare some of you off as well with this next thing that I'm about to say. So I am part of the Star Equestrian Discord group, and in this Discord group there are some official announcements from the developers, but it's mostly just the community talking amongst ourselves and hopefully getting some support from Foxy support if we have any problems with the game. And I think I had seen one of the scariest screenshots I have seen in my entire life, and of course it's got something to do with the Pegasus pull. So there was this poor Star Equestrian player. They had posted the screenshot, and when I saw it, I actually wanted to scream. Like, I felt so bad for them when I saw this. So they had posted a screenshot of a 10 Pegasus pull. Like, they spent $300 on gems for this 10 pull. Okay, I want to show you the odds of getting a Pegasus. So in the Pegasus stable, you have a 10% chance. This is the natural odds, okay? The probabilities of your supposed probabilities of getting a horse. You have a 10% chance of getting a Pegasus, which is tiny. Very, very tiny. And it's random. We don't even get to pick what Pegasus we want. You have a 10% chance of getting a Pegasus. A 30% chance of getting a 5-star fantasy horse, which is technically considered like one tier above the normal 5-star horses. Sorry about my cats, guys, like they're scratching something. If you can hear it anyway. And then lastly, you have the 60% chance of getting a normal 5-star horse. This is absolutely normal. It could be either one of the old royal stable coats. Alternatively, I think you can also just get the random coats, but you will still get a 5-star horse, a 5-star breed. So these are the natural odds. This player, their screenshot, every single card, all 10 cards from the royal stable Pegasus pool were standard 5-star horses. Every single one. And the game had the audacity to give this player dupes. Dupe coats. I'm about to spend $300. And if I am going to be in the same position as that player, if I don't get a Pegasus, I'm going to be furious. Because if you're telling me there's a chance that I'm not going to get a Pegasus, and heck, there's even a chance that I won't even get a fantasy horse out of this, this game is not worth spending your money. I could never, ever, ever recommend spending this much money on Star Equestrian if there's not some level of guarantee. It is absolutely predatory. It is disgusting. I am shocked that this is a mechanic that is even happening. There are other games out there. They are also considered gacha games, but they have safety mechanisms in play to ensure that you should get something that you want. And if you don't get it, you get something of equal quality. We are not getting that here. We're not getting that here at all. Because if you take a look at this winged banner at the top, so we have an exclusive chance. This is under the wing stable text. We have an exclusive chance for a 6-star flying horse. Okay? Guaranteed no duplicates for the 15 summons. Nowhere in that text do I see the text saying you are guaranteed a Pegasus at XYZ number of pulls. So this game has basically said, if you are ridiculously unlucky, we are not going to give you a Pegasus at all because there is no safety mechanism in play. And I am actually shocked that this is not here at all. And the same thing is happening with the other two banners as well. So you have the two, like you have the Majestic stable and you have the Mystical stable. They are exactly the same. Like there is no mention of a guarantee of getting a horse after a certain number of pulls. Like there's none here. There is none here. The only place that guarantees you a horse is here, but it's a 4-star. I don't understand why there is no safety mechanism available for the Mystical, Majestic, and Wing stable. So yeah, I am actually just really, really terrified for today's pull. Like I'm sitting here and I'm getting a little bit angry, guys. Oh gosh, I just need to just calm down. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just sort of start this out on a high note. So before we do this pull, I do want to thank every single one of you, whether or not you are or aren't a subscriber. Thank you so much for the amazing amount of support that my channel has been receiving for the past 2 weeks. You guys are absolutely killing it by watching on my videos, for commenting on them as well, for joining in my poll, for just engaging in any of my content, guys. Thank you so much for that. Like I never thought people would tune into my stupid little horse channel, but just seeing how many people out there love horse games as much as I do, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Oh gosh, it's been incredible, and I honestly like don't know what to do with all of this happiness. Like, I am trying to figure out how I'm gonna do like some kind of giveaway or some kind of thing for you guys, but yeah, my brain is like kind of scrambled. I can't think of this yet. But if you have any ideas of what we can do for like a celebration video, please let me know. I'd love to have some ideas, because if my brain keeps malfunctioning, I don't know if it's gonna happen at all. And also, final note before we go for our Pegasus pull. Because I managed to get 500 subscribers, again, thanks to you guys, that I've managed to unlock some minor monetization on my channel. So up until this point, I haven't made any money off my channel at all. Like, there's no ad revenue, there is nothing. I still don't get ad revenue, but now we have unlocked a feature called Super Thanks. So if you'd like to support the channel in any way, do consider looking into the Super Thanks function. Basically, you can pay a little bit of money, it will support the channel, and you can just leave a message. So these messages are supposedly going to be sitting at the top of the comments section. So again, if you'd like to support the channel in any way and maybe lessen the damage that I have done on my wallet, that would be greatly appreciated. And the money will go back towards the channel as well. Any money that goes towards the channel, I am going to be using that to buy more horse games to review for you guys, to make some more content. Star Stable is on the way. I'm still trying to figure out like when we're going to be doing Star Stable, because that is a series that I am definitely going to be looking into, and I have some like really fun ideas. All right, guys, it is time. I am like squeezing my hair in my hands right now because I am absolutely terrified. Oh gosh, all right. Draw 10, get 10% off. Hold on, before we do this, I think we have to do like some kind of lucky dance. All right, so I've purposefully ridden Ghost Pepper today. She's my starter for Star Equestrian. I'm trying to get as much luck as I can. So I've ridden my favorite starter horse. Oh gosh, she's kind of bugged here. We've got to do something. Like, we need to do a lucky dance. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around this 3 times, and gosh, I don't know. Let's do it 10 times. Okay, 1 circle. I've got 2 circles. We're gonna do 10. 3 circles to try and build up as much luck. 4 circles. 5 circles. Oh my gosh, Ghost Pepper, I hope you give me luck. Are we at 5 circles? Oh my gosh, I've forgotten already. I think it's 6. 6. 7. 8. 9. And okay, 10. We have done 10 circles. All right, think like a Pegasus. Where would we want to be if we're a Pegasus? All right, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna ride up to the top of the cliff. Do you guys remember back in one of our earlier videos where we did like the treasure hunt quest? Yeah, so we're gonna go stand on that cliff, because if you're a Pegasus, you're supposed to fly, right? So let's stand at the edge of this cliff, and we're gonna do our pull from this cliff. Like, maybe this is the lucky rock. Maybe this is where we actually get our horse. Okay, this is a nice view. All right, we need to be one with this Pegasus. All right, guys, are you ready? I am so scared. Okay, out of all the Pegasus here, I think I would like the black one. And if I don't get the black one, I would not mind the dapple brown Frisian either. The one I want the least is the Azo Frisian. And very quickly, if you're wondering, I just kind of don't like the design. Like, the blue, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I just don't like the blue. Okay, it is time. Our 10 summon. Oh gosh, it's time. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. Okay, we have a Red Roan Frisian Sport. This is a plain 5-star. Very, very nice. We have a Sorrel Tobiano Frisian Sport. We get 2nd mastery, so this is nice. A grey Tobiano Frisian Sport. Okay. Okay, very pretty. The grey Pintalusa Frisian Sport. Oh my gosh, my mastery is going all the way up from this. A Red Roan Clydesdale. Okay, wait a minute. Is this the Clydesdale that I wanted? I think it is. Oh my gosh, from my draft horse video. I think this is the one that I wanted. I wanted it because of that mane and tail style. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got Maelstrom. We got 1 fantasy. Oh my gosh, I haven't been counting. How many horses have we had so far? Oh no. Oh no, guys, I'm actually scared. We got a Pegasus. Oh, Dapple Brown Frisian. We got the one that we wanted. Oh my gosh, and it matches the channel. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We got 2 Pegasus. Oh my gosh, we got 2 Pegasus. Oh my gosh, okay. We got 2 Pegasus. I think that's it. We got 4 masteries. We got level 4. Okay, wait, I don't know. I'm not counting. We got 2 Pegasus and 1 fantasy horse. I actually think I must be the luckiest person on the server. Oh my gosh, guys. I think this has to be the luckiest rock in Star Equestrian. This spot's mine. No one else is taking this spot. But oh my gosh, I did not think we were going to get 2 Pegasus. All right, hang on. I'm going to go down. We're going to have a look at these horses together because we did get a lot of horses that I wanted. Okay, guys, we're going to go through these one by one together. So I have finally gotten my first Clydesdale, and this was the one that I wanted. Oh my gosh, it's relaxed as well. Oh no, it's lazy. But this was the Clydesdale that I wanted. Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. I remember looking at this and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get this horse. Yeah, this was the Clydesdale that I wanted. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so thankful for this one. Oh man, I'm so happy. And this one's so pretty. I just wish it wasn't lazy. I think that's the only thing that I would have liked a little bit more about this Clyde. If it wasn't lazy, I think I would be 100% happy. If it was social, I think that would have been the best for this Clyde. But oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Okay, next we have the Maelstrom Clyde, and I can't believe I got another relaxed horse. So this guy is also lazy, but I have to say though, the Maelstrom is so pretty. Like, look at the detailing on the body with the blue marks. It just looks like such a magical horse. Like, absolutely beautiful, magical horse. We got another relaxed Clyde. Oh, sorry, this is not a Clyde. This is a Shire. So this is one of the royal coats, and unfortunately, this was kind of the ones that I think look a little bit messy. So I think, again, just like this side, it looks so low resolution. Like, the coat itself is not in high definition. I don't know what's happened with this, but regardless, it is a very pretty horse. I just hope that they update this coat because, yeah, it just looks really blurry. Like, it's not loading properly. I don't know what's happened with this. Okay, this was the other Shire that I got, and I don't recall, was this one of the royal horses? I feel like it is, but it has the same pattern that I really want on a Frisian Sport. Now, I got it on a Shire instead, which is fine, I guess. It's not that big of a deal, but it is a really pretty horse. The mane and tail style, I think I'm okay with it, although I think I'd prefer a different mane, but it's all right. We do have the option to change this, but I think out of all the Frisians, this might be my favorite just because it's a little bit crazy. And also because I didn't get the Frisian Sport that I wanted. I was really hoping I'd get it, but yeah, we're just not lucky today. Okay, time to talk about all the Frisian Sports because we got 4 of them in that haul. So this was the Red Roan, I believe, and it looks fine. Like, it's all right. I am riding other horses and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to reach for this, but I do appreciate the fact that this one doesn't have a pink nose. I think one of the roans had like a pink nose and I just wasn't a fan of it, but this is a pretty lovely horse. Like, I love the shade of chestnut that they've used on this. So really pretty. The tail, I think I'm all right with. Like, I'm not a super big fan, but I think because the tail is so dark, you can't really see the details. So you don't notice the low resolution as much. Okay, this is Dolly. She has purple eyes. Is that purple or blue with pink? Oh my gosh, her eyes are absolutely crazy. But yeah, this is Dolly. I wish the tail was a little bit different, but otherwise she is a decent looking horse. The mouth is still a little bit pink, like she's just eaten some strawberry jam, but it's all right. But looks really good in game though. Like, I think I'm gonna have to say that this Frisian Sport does look really nice in game. Really, really pretty, but definitely need to change that tail before I can be a big fan. Right, next up we have Legacy, and I forgot what coat this is. This is the Sorrel Tobayano Frisian Sport. So it's another chestnut. It has the same blue colored eyes. Okay, hold on. Are all Frisian Sports coming up with this eye color? I'm actually a little bit confused now because I think this is the second time we've seen this. You do... Wait, do you have the same color eye? I don't think so. It's, yeah, this one's brown, so I'm not quite sure how we managed to get them all with like the same colored eyes, but maybe we just got a little bit lucky or unlucky. But coming to the design, I think it looks fine. Like, again, this is fine, but this is, again, I think another horse that I'm probably not going to be reaching out for at all. Like, there are other horses that I think I like a little bit better, but I do have to say that they did choose a really nice pattern for the coat. And then our last Frisian Sport before we talk about the Pegasi, this was actually one of the Frisian Sports that I think I kind of wanted, if I'm not mistaken. So this was the, is it the Grey Tobayano? Yeah, the Grey Tobayano Frisian Sport. Sorry guys, my cat's using the litter box, but very pretty. I love the streak in its mane and tail. Like, I'm kind of happy I got this one. If I only got Frisian Sports, like, let's say I could only pick one of the horses from the Frisian Sports, I think I would pick this one the most. Like, it is just a really, really beautiful shade of grey. Really love the pattern. Like, this one's just a really well done Frisian. All right, guys, it is time to look at these Pegasi because I know a lot of you guys, like, this was the reason why we are making this video. So this is our first Pegasus, and I think this is basically one of the two that I wanted. We got both. So this is the Dapple Brown Frisian Pegasus, and here are the stats at level 1. So 2 speed, 4 agility, 4 jump, 1 acceleration, and 2 stamina. And then when it maxes out at level 50, it's gonna have 100 for both agility and jump. So these guys were basically made for show jumping. And I have to say, guys, this Pegasus is like on brand for the channel. It is the right color. It's got the purple decorations on the mane and tail. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I've never flown, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna fly. Oh my gosh. All right, bit of a fail. Let's ride around with them on the floor and we'll fly with them a little bit later. But this is what it looks like when you ride around on these Pegasi. And I did hear some people complaining about the wings blocking stuff, but it doesn't feel like it's that much of an issue for me, but I haven't competed with these things yet either. But yeah, this is just a really, really beautiful horse, guys. If you can get this, I mean, it's nice, but again, just that $300 price tag, like, that's the scary thing with these. So yeah, it's beautiful, but that price tag is so scary. Okay, here's the last one. This was the black Pegasus, and this was the other Pegasus that I wanted. And again, this thing is just beautiful. It is not pitch black. I think this could be a deeper black, but it is like labeled as a dark Pegasus, I suppose. Again, looks really pretty. It literally just looks like a black Frisian with wings. So I think if we're gonna do the comparison between this one and the Dapple Brown, I think the Dapple Brown definitely comes out on top, being the flashier Pegasus. But if you want just like a very plain, very vanilla looking Pegasus, then the black and white ones are probably the two Pegasi that you're going to be looking at the most. We got to try flying out because, yeah, I kind of like crashed the first time I tried flying, and oh gosh, there's like no controls for this. Hang on a minute, guys. How do we fly? Like, what is happening? What do I do? Like, can we not fly from the ground? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know how to fly this, and there are no instructions. Am I supposed to jump off stuff? Is that the only way we can fly? Oh, okay. I have kind of got flying. Okay, no, I don't know how to fly, guys. It is actually a little bit confusing. How do we do this? I mean, I kind of flew, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, hold on, we're flying. Okay, and I'm out of stamina. Oh, okay, we're going up. Okay. Oh gosh, we're spinning. Oh, I'm crashing. I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, these guys are really tough to control. Foxy, where are the controls? I actually don't know how to ride this. I might have to be like a L plater or a P plater before I can ride a Pegasus. Is this how we go faster? Okay, that's faster. Okay, so I just put some tack on this horse to see if it makes much of a difference for these guys, because I am still kind of confused. I feel okay, we are flying faster. There is supposed to be the sprint, but this doesn't feel like sprinting at all. And I can't do the barrel roll. I don't know how to do that. Okay, this is very confusing. But I mean, here's the flying for you. Is it worth $300? Not really. Not really, guys. I still think a normal Frisian looks as nice. So, do I think the Pegasi are worth potentially $300? Now, in my case, I guess they're kind of worth like, I don't know, 150 each, but still, I just think this is too expensive for one horse. It is just, I can't justify the pricing for these things. They are so insanely expensive. And guys, please, I hope you will understand that whatever I pulled today, this was just my luck for today. There are going to be people out there, and I'm a little bit worried that they're going to go out and they'll think that they're going to get two Pegasi as well. This game is completely based on luck. If you're going to spend money on Star Equestrian, I want you to think to yourself, am I prepared to spend this money and to not get anything at all? Would you be upset? Is this money that you're supposed to be using for your day-to-day things? Please think carefully before you spend this kind of money on something such as the Star Equestrian Pegasi. They are incredibly pretty, but that's really all that they are. I just don't see these horses being worth the cost of potentially getting one, guys. So please spend wisely, please spend carefully. And if you need to, you can spend vicariously through me, as in you can just stick around and you can play with my Pegasi. I'm more than happy to share my Pegasi with you guys, because I do think we are going to have to start training these. And I one day want to do a comparison, like, is a maxed out Pegasus really better than a maxed out 5-star fantasy? Because there's so many discussions on that, but no one's maxed out a Pegasus yet. So it'll be really fun to see the comparison, but that's still going to be a long ways away because the training and the money involved, like just the coins to feed these things, it's going to be so expensive. As always, guys, if you enjoy my Star Equestrian videos, do leave a like on the video so I know that you're enjoying this content and I can keep bringing to you Star Equestrian content. And if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Dashabella. I'm a virtual equestrian VTuber and I love horse games. I try to play as many of my favorite ones as I can, and I also try to introduce any new games to you on my channel as they come around, and if I also have the time to play them too. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, do consider subscribing to the channel so you can get future notifications for all of my future uploads. That's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone!